Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy, Jay Divine. Alright, man, before we get into this video, make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, you can hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get up into it. Alright, man, so I know I've been back and forth about talking about the run blocking and just how sloppy it looks, but I want to talk about basically just how heinous this run blocking can be. And this is all in part by Clint Oldenburg and company. Again, Clint Oldenburg is somebody, I'm not even going to keep highlighting the fact of he only played maybe 3 games in the NFL and that's pretty much it for him. But the fact that you are somebody who played on the O-line, so you know how war in the trenches is supposed to go. But when you see both of these instances of blocking, right, there's no reason for me to see the face mask of my lineman. There's no reason for that. As a lineman, your job is to create daylight. Just because you don't have nobody in front of you, that doesn't mean that you just say, oh, well, I'm going to turn around and go block somebody back there, which in all honesty doesn't even have a factor in the play because I'm going to speed past them regardless. So in turn, you decide to turn back around and go block somebody that's behind me, thus getting in my way, and you might trip me up or you might get in my way and prohibit me from getting yards which could have been a potential big gain. But as a lineman, Clint, how do you look at this and you think that this is okay? All your patch notes may highlight or may touch, just touch blocking a little bit, but it's more or less along the lines of people who are glitching out linemen to make it to where they're not blocking nobody. But as far as like just overall logic, you won't fix that. You won't fix the logic of blocking. You honestly think that because somebody has to lock on to somebody and block somebody, you think that that's the way to go, regardless of how they react in the game. That's something I never understood. I never understood how in this day and age, in these generation of consoles, we have nothing but horsepower and a bigger, stronger processor so that we can have these gameplay engines. We can have these engines in these games that can compute at a higher rate than other machines that we've had in the past. But you still don't harness that well enough to make sure the game plays cohesively. And I'm not saying that I want Madden to be perfect, because a lot of people always see these videos and think that I want Madden to be perfect. 2K5 wasn't perfect, 2K4 wasn't perfect, 2K football in general wasn't perfect, Game Day wasn't perfect, FIFA wasn't perfect. Shoot, even earlier iterations of Madden on like the PS2 and Xbox days, those games weren't perfect, but they were cohesive. They were fun. You know what I'm saying? If you had a blunder, something like this, you could just laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't the name of the game, or you didn't see it very often. You know what I mean? So when you're looking at other titles, they did it right the first time. You know what I mean? Like there's a video of me playing all pro football and it was really a broken play, but I took my quarterback and literally ran it all the way to the house for a touchdown off of a broken play. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny because, that's something that I can literally just, have a great laugh at, because I know that the game itself is a cohesive game. I don't get that from Madden. Y'all are more or less focused on trying to make sure that these player interactions and celebrations are more key and vital to the game than anything else in the game. And that is the part I have a problem with. I shouldn't have to see the front of your face mask. I shouldn't have to see my guys just standing there and not wanting to create daylight. That's a problem. That's a big problem. As a running back, I understand you got to find the gap to hit and then you hit that gap. I understand that part. But at the same time, I see a lot of running backs that not all the time, if it's the inside zone, he's going to follow that inside zone. If it's the B gap he's supposed to shoot, not all the time he's going to be able to hit the B gap. Sometimes the B gap just might close last minute. He might have to go A gap or he might have to go C gap. Whatever the case is, you have to pretty much create daylight for the player. You have to. That's your job as an O-lineman. You are to block like your life depends on it, but not sit here and turn around and go block somebody behind me that's really not even going to matter in the play in like the next 3 or 4 steps that I'm going to take, because I'm going to zip right past him. Or when I'm running a run play, and because there's nobody running down to try to get to the running back, I'm gonna just stand there and maybe I'll think about if I want to move to create daylight. That's a big problem, ladies and gentlemen. That's a huge problem. And I'm not gonna stop talking about it until they decide to get their act together. I feel like people deserve to know that this is what you're getting into when you buy Madden. And it's the holiday season, you know what I mean? So this is where you're going to have a lot of people that, chose to sit out Madden for, years and years on end, and they're thinking about getting it this Christmas because it goes on sale. But I just want people to know that, this is one of the things that you're going to possibly see when you load up Madden. It's probably going to be a while. You're going to be, oh man, this game is great, man. It looks great. Oh my God, look at the graphics, look at the player interactions. Oh my God, it looks great. And then once all that wears out, you'll start seeing the intricacies of how Madden plays. And then you realize that after all these years of me putting Madden away, I haven't missed nothing. They still haven't fixed this. They haven't still fixed that. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I'm going to get up out of here. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Divine, and I'm signing out. Peace.